Hello Tribe, this is Eileen bringing you an updated moonbeam equinox flow. So this is one of our short lunar flows, and I decided to give you an updated version. So let's come to our mats. Roll your shoulders, just heat up the body. Oh, by the way, this has a kneeling pose. So if you need to pad your knees, please bring your maybe folded up towel or a small cushion close to your mat. With the position of the knees as well, you are welcome to either plant or flex your ankle this way or tuck your toes under, depending on the shape of your patella, okay? So let's just heat up the body first. Interlace the fingers. Stand on your mat and just facing the camera for this. Interlace your fingers, doesn't matter which one on top. Press your arms up, wave the spine. Opening up the body, feel that lengthening, especially in your front, and hug and lift, yeah? Don't hyperextend the lower back. Wave the spine up, lengthening up, hugging and lifting, and big letter C's. I'm going to push my hips to my left side. You're welcome to mirror me, in which case you're pushing it to your right side, yeah? So lengthening up here, push your hips to the left side. Allow the body to come into this letter C. Allow your knees to bend. Don't lock them. Especially when you come into a deeper version of this, never lock your knees. From here, squeeze your left side to come back up to center and push your right hip to your right side or to your left if you're mirroring me, yeah? Bend the knees, never lock them. And if you can, add just a little bit of a twist, just a little bit. Face your armpit up towards the ceiling. And squeeze your right side. Two more. Pushing your hips to the opposite side. Breathing, squeezing up and to the other one. Like a crescent moon, yeah? Like a crescent moon. And inhale, lengthening up. Roll your shoulders to the back with your hands still in their interlaced positions. Sideways. So you're rolling your shoulders this way. Allow your arms to move with this motion of the shoulders. And then lengthen out your body here, the front of your body. Release your fingers. Bring them down slowly. Don't rush this. Bring them down slowly and reset your shoulders to the back once again. If you need your knee pads, bring them close to you. Or if you want, you can also have those wearable knee pads if you need to, yeah? Come to the top of your mat. Backs of the hands together. Wave the spine, belly in and up. Chest up, head up, hugging and lifting. Small letter C here, but a back bend. Push your hips forward. Shallow back bend, just a shallow one to start off with. Then squeeze the front line of your body, squeeze the deep core line of your body. Feel your psoas contract to lift you up. Hands in, elbows press in, knees bend, belly on your thighs. Let your head go, let the hands fall beside the feet. So it's a lunar uttanasana. It's like a chair pose, a very low chair pose with your hands down on the mat. Just have a few breaths here. Feel the compression of your belly on your thighs. Feel the movement of your abdominal organs here in response to your diaphragm. Now let's add some forward fold sways. Allow your hands to reach out to the side as you're swaying the body to one side and to the other. I'll just quickly show you. So, allow your hands to support you, to catch your body weight. Allow your knees, your ankles to roll as you shift your body weight side to side. Yeah, I hope you can see that. You are also welcome to watch this first and then join me. Now just reset myself back. A few more breaths here. From here, steady back to center. Hands as flat as you can make them. Open your legs as much as you need to accommodate the breath. And steps, small steps. So your hands are already in your plank position and you're walking back with small steps to your full plank. Knees down, knee plank, but keep your toes tucked under here first and push back. Extended child's pose, a higher version because your toes are tucked under. Spinal wave here, belly in and up, chest up, head up and exhale, waving down. And a few more. Have that sense of coming home to your body, allowing yourself to slow down. And this is how we rediscover ourselves, yeah? Allowing ourselves to modify the poses so that it's kinder to us, whatever shape, whatever state. From here, with your next waving up of the body, wave up briefly to a cat pose. Curl your right leg up and step it forward. Close to your right hand. Keep your left toes tucked under rather. Bring the backs of the hands together and wave yourself up. So this is when if you need to pad your knees, please do, yeah? Please do. Lengthening up here. Then be mindful of this. Push your hips forward because we're coming into a very shallow back bend. Don't make it deep. Push your hips forward and open your arms to the back in an ablation movement or an ablation form. Squeezing the front line of your body to lift up. Squeezing your arms back up into our upward facing hands position. Now strong legs. Pushing strongly through both legs to lift yourself up into a crescent lunge. And one more oblation arms. Small pushing forward of the hips. Allow the body to drift back and open the arms to the back. Squeezing the front line of the body, bringing the arms back up. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Side sweeping lunges. Back foot down on the mat. Extend your arms as far forward as you can. And side sweeping lunges. Allow your legs to move. Yeah? Allow your feet to adjust. And just allow the body to soften while being mindful of this movement. It's a side body massage as well because your thighs are pressing into the side of your body as you shift that weight side to side. From here, when you're back to your left foot, stop. Turn your feet for a lunge on this side. Your right is now towards the back, left is forward. Backs of the hands in, strong legs, squeeze your back muscles, hugging and lifting to lift your back up into our high crescent lunge. Lengthening out the body here without hiking your shoulders to your ears, yeah? Push the hips slightly forward. Allow for that natural back bend to happen and open the arms. Your arms don't have to be very, very wide. It can be a shallow opening like this or a little deeper if you want to. Allow your front foot to adjust to carry your body weight. Squeeze the front line of the body. Squeeze the arms up. Now be mindful here. Right knee down on the mat. If you need a pad, of course, bring your arms down. Grab your knee pad and bring it under the knees to Support that knee, yeah? And then join me back here. From here, push your hips forward once again. A shallow version of this. In a half camel or a box-shaped position with oblation arms. Squeezing back up, hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Back knee lifts up, left foot shuffles to the back, plank. Bend your knees, press back. Puppy pose. A few spinal waves here. Don't go to downward facing dog yet. And determine if puppy pose is enough for you. If you do want a downward facing dog, in our next downward wave of the body, so we're coming into it, when the body is waving down, lengthen your legs and follow through with a few more downward facing dog spinal waves. Good. And staying in our downward facing dog for just maybe 1 or 2 more breaths. Remember, your legs can be in puppy pose or in downward facing dog. Up to you. Breathing here. From here, heels up, knees and elbows bend, and just walk. Small steps up to the top of your mat. So this was the previous back of the mat, yeah? Knees bend, lunar uttanasana. Backs of the hands in. Now push to the length and strength of your legs to wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Shallower, deep back bend. Let's make it a little smoother now. Squeeze the front to lift. Squeeze the deep core line to lift. Hands in, elbows in, knees bend, belly on the thighs, let the head go. Shifting the body weight side to side, allowing your hands to catch that sideways weight of your body in our forward fold sways. This is one of our new movements. Steady back to center, hands as flat as you can make them, and step back, plank. Exhale, knees down, push back, a higher extended child's pose. I call it a high extended child's pose because your toes are tucked under. Spinal waves here. Next, upward wave. Come up to your cat pose. Left leg curls up, step it forward. Back toes, right toes still tucked under. Backs of the hands in and wave yourself up. Box-shaped legs with upward facing hands. Now, let's add oblation arms. Remember, because this is a back bend, you are pushing your hips forward, allowing that natural counterweight of the body to happen. Lifting up, upright, strong legs, lift yourself up. Don't rush this, it's a very mindful movement. Allowing ourselves to feel that focus and that concentration. Push the hips forward, shallower, a little deeper. Crescent lunge with oblation arms. Squeeze yourself to lift. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Back heel down on the mat. And side sweeping lunge once again. Once you're back on your right side, right, on your right foot, turn. your feet, crescent lunge here. Strong front leg, stabilize yourself with the back leg, so don't let that back leg get lazy. Backs of the hands in and wave yourself up. High crescent lunge. High crescent lunge with oblation arms. Push the hips forward, allow the body to naturally counterweight. Squeeze yourself to lift up. Now, mindful movement. Be aware of your knee pad if you need to. And sink your knee, your left knee, down on the mat. Don't slide your knees, please. Yeah? Don't hurt yourself. Push your hips forward, shallow or a little deeper. Box-shaped legs with oblation arms. And a little deeper with the back bend if you want to. Squeeze the front line of the body. Squeeze the deep core line of the body to lift. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. With a deep core line, you'll really feel it in your psoas. That V-shaped muscle on the front of our body, but it's actually really deep. So coming back to your cat, coming back to your plank, knees bend, push back, puppy pose, and a few spinal waves. Deep full breath. And downward facing dog if you want to. Make that a smooth movement so you don't jar your muscles and your joints into the next pose. From here, heels up, knees and elbows bend, step. Small steps, but lift your feet up. Belly on the thighs, backs of the hands in, and wave yourself up. We're just stepping for this flow because I want you to feel the lift of your feet. Push the hips forward, shallow or deeper back bend, up to you. Squeeze the front line to lift. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Bend the knees, belly and the thighs, let the head go. Forward fold sways, and let's make this even smoother, yeah? Again, you're welcome to stop and watch what's happening first if you want to, but we did go through it just smoothly this time. From here, back to center, hands as flat as you can make them, and walk. Plank. Knees down, push back, high, extended child's pose. Extended child's pose, spinal waves. Cat pose, curling your right leg up, stepping it forward. Back toes still tucked under, backs of the hands in, waving up. Box-shaped legs with upward facing hands, arms. Small or deep oblation arms with this. Squeezing to lift up. Strong legs, lift yourself up. High crescent lunge. Stay, you are welcome to stay here or add your oblation arms. Shallow or deep. Squeeze to lift back up, hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Side sweeping lunges, stop on your left. Turn your feet, crescent lunge. Backs of the hands in, waving up. Shallow or deep, or no oblation arms if you don't want to. Squeeze to lift up. Back knee down, Very slowly, very mindfully. Add your oblation arms if you want to, or don't. Yeah, just lengthen up. Squeezing back up. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Step back through cat and then plank. Knees bend, puppy pose, spinal waves, and downward facing dog. Breathing, spinal waves. Heels up, knees and elbows bend, walk, top of your mat. Knees bend, backs of the hands in, waving all the way up. Shallow or deep back bend or no back bend. Squeezing up. Hands, elbows, knees, head down. Sideways waves or sways in our forward fold. Steady back to center, hands flat, step, plank. Knees down, push back, high extended child's pose. Extended child's pose waves. Waving up briefly to our cat pose. Left leg curls up, step it forward. Backs of the hands in, waving all the way up. Into our box-shaped legs with lifted arms. Stop here or add your shallow or your deeper oblation arms. Squeeze to lift. Prepare for our high crescent lunge and strong legs. Concentrate on the strength of your legs, not really the lift of the body. Yeah? Push the hips forward, no back bend, shallow or deep, up to you. Squeezing once again. To lift, hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Side sweeping lunge. Deep full breath. Stop on your right side and turn. Backs of the hands in, wave all the way up. Lengthening up. No back bend, shallow or deep, up to you. Squeeze yourself to lift. Back knee down on the mat. Once again, no back bend, just stay here, lengthening up. Shallow or deeper. You'll really feel it in your psoas, in your thigh. Squeezing to lift up. Hands, elbows, all the way down. Step back to your plank. Puppy pose. Spiral waves. Determine if you want to stay here or go to your downward facing dog. And have some more spinal waves here. Heels up, knees and elbows bend, and walk. Top of your mat. Backs of the hands in, wave yourself up. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze to lift. Hands, elbows, all the way down. Let the head go. Sideways, sways. in our forward fold. Stop at center, step back. Hands as flat as you can make them, stepping back, plank, knees down, push back. Extended child's pose. Add some extended child's pose waves here. Breathing. Waving up to your cat. Right leg curls up. Step it forward. Backs of the hands together. Wave yourself up. Box-shaped legs. Upward facing hands, arms. Stay or push your hips forward. Shallow or deeper oblation arms with this back bend. Squeeze yourself to lift up. Strong legs. Just concentrate on the strength and movement of your legs and push yourself up. High crescent lunge. Stay upright or no back bend, shallow back bend, or deeper back bend. Up to you. Squeeze yourself to lift up. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Side sweeping lunges. Back heel down. Allow your legs to move, softening the body. And back to your left side. Turn your feet for your crescent lunge. Backs of the hands in, strong legs here, and wave yourself up. Deep, full breath. No back bend, shallow back bend, or deeper back bend. It truly is up to you. Squeeze yourself to lift. Strong legs and sink down. Mindful movement. Very mindful movement. No back bend, shallow or deeper. Once again, you're going to feel this in your psoas, squeezing up, and the quads of that back leg. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Stepping back. A brief moment in cat. Then come up to plank and push back. Puppy pose. And just have some spinal waves here. You can even sigh. And downward facing dog if you want to, but follow through with more spinal waves. Heels up, knees and elbows bent, and walk, but lift your legs up. Top of your mat. Knees bend, backs of the hands in, wave yourself up. Upward facing hands. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze yourself to lift up. Hands in, elbows in, all the way down. Forward fold. Forward fold sways. Steady back to center. Hands flat. Step. Plank. Knees down. Push back. High extended child's pose. Extended child's pose waves. Waving up briefly to our cat pose. Left leg curls up. Step it forward. Backs of the hands in. Waving all the way up. into our box-shaped legs with lifted arms. Stop here, or add your shallow or your deeper oblation arms. Squeeze to lift. Prepare for our high crescent lunge and strong legs. Concentrate on the strength of your legs, not really the lift of the body. Yeah? Push the hips forward. No back bend. Shallow or deep. Up to you. Squeezing once again. To lift. Hands in. Elbows in. All the way down. Side sweeping lunge. Deep full breath. Stop on your right side and turn. Back to the hands in. Wave all the way up. Lengthening up. No back bend. Shallow or deep. Up to you. Squeeze yourself to lift. Back knee down on the mat. Once again, no back bend, just stay here, lengthening up. Shallow or deeper. You'll really feel it in your psoas and your thigh. Squeezing to lift up. Hands, elbows, all the way down. Step back to your plank. Puppy pose. Spiral waves. Determine if you want to stay here or go to your downward facing dog. And have some more spinal waves here. Heels up, knees and elbows bend, and walk. Top of your mat. Back to the hands in, wave yourself up. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze to lift. Hands, elbows, all the way down. Let the head go. From here, hands as flat as you can make them, and just walk. Once again, to your plank. From here, very slowly, and you're welcome to come down to your knee plank this way, yeah? But very slowly, all the way down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck your toes. Before we flip over, I just want you to spread your arms out to the sides and rock your body side to side. It's a nice abdominal massage. But of course, if this makes your breath feel really short, don't do it. Yeah? Just flip over already. Now from here, stop at center and let's flip over. Lying down on your back. Hug your knees in. Hands supporting your shins, supporting your knees, and do circles. Do our sacroiliac joint massage. Really important to bring equilibrium back to our SI joint. Deep, full breath. And from here, stop at center. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mat. Your arms can already be resting in your Shavasana. And do small window wipes of your legs. Doesn't matter which side you started off with. Just do some small window wipes. Now, let's do a little deeper Let's go a little deeper with this, is what I was trying to say. Drop your legs, your knees out to one side. Again, it doesn't matter which side you choose first, that's fine. And stay here. Exhale into that depth of your legs. Meaning to say, don't push your legs down to the mat, but with every exhalation, just feel the weight of your legs. Feel gravity pulling it down. Allow your body to move with your breath. You can even walk your feet closer to you if you want a deeper, a stronger lengthening in that top leg. Staying here without any extra weight on your legs, or you can try, if you want to, your right hand, or well, the hand of that knee closest to you. Yeah? In my case, that would be the right hand. I'm going to place that hand just on top of the knee. Not really, again, pushing it down, not pushing it down. Just allow the natural weight of your hand to apply itself on your leg. It doesn't even have to be really on the knee. If what you can reach is your inner thigh, then just hook your hand on your inner thigh. And that's an extra weight for that leg close to you. If you want extra weight for that leg farthest from you, in my case, the left leg, I'm going to place my right foot, but still with my hand on my inner thigh, but my right foot comes on top of my left knee. And that's a deeper twist as well. But if your lower back doesn't like that, don't come into this variation. Yeah? You can even close your eyes here if you want. And release your legs. Release that top foot first from your knee. Drop it down. Release your hand from your inner thigh. And contract your abdominals, especially the obliques of the open side. In my case, that would be my left side. I'm contracting it to lift my legs back to center. Before we come to the other side, have that small, softer window wipes again before we go to the other side. Just bringing equilibrium back. Feel the difference in your legs. Now drop your legs to the opposite side. In my case, that would be the left. And a few breaths here. Don't add your extra weights as yet. Not this early. Start with every exhalation, feeling gravity take hold of your legs. Feeling your muscles relax, especially the side of the muscles on the open side, the muscles on the leg that's farthest from you. That, in my case, that would be my right leg. And the muscles here at the front and side of your hip, there would be the attachments actually of your quads right here on the hip joint. And it's where the joint areas are where our soft tissues are located. You know that, right? The ligaments and our tendons. And we don't want to overstretch them. Now let's add that extra weight. The left hand, my left hand is coming on the inside of my left thigh. If your right leg is dropped, is the one closest to you, lower on the floor, that would be your right hand then. And determine if this is enough. If you want extra weight on your straighter leg, on your farther knee, in this case my right, I'm going to put my left foot on top and just let that weight bring it closer. But again, that can impact right here, yeah, on your lower back, and the QLs, the muscles right here, might suddenly seize with this extra strength on your farther leg. If you feel that, let go of that weight. Remove that foot. From here, release your foot first. Release your hand. Contract the open side of your body, your abdominals as well, to help lift your legs back to center. And soft window wipes. This time, as we're doing this, incrementally walk your legs farther from you until they're down on the mat. Inhale here. Let's exhale with a sigh. And drop down into your Shavasana.
Well done on finishing your class. I hope you enjoyed that. And remember, if you want ad-free premium versions of this class, the entire library of classes, not all of the channels are going to appear here on YouTube, and the course and workshop channels as well, and the workshop sheets, some of which are exclusive to the Mad Yogi Club members. So come and join me on our website, madyogi.net, and I will see you in the next class. Bye!